The right haircut can take 10 years off your appearance without surgery, fillers, or expensive treatments. I'm about to show you 7 specific cuts that work with mature hair texture instead of fighting against it. Number 5 is the one most stylists won't suggest because it requires minimal maintenance, which means fewer salon visits. But it's also the most transformative for women over 60. Welcome to Ageless Beauty, where we prove looking fabulous after 60 doesn't require a fortune. If you're new here, you've found your community for practical, budget-friendly beauty that actually works for our age. For my loyal viewers, thank you for being here. Today's haircuts are game changers that respect your lifestyle and your wallet. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our style tips. These 7 cuts work specifically for mature hair. And I'm sharing exactly what to ask your stylist for each one. Grab your phone to screenshot the styles you love, because the right cut is waiting for you in this video. Let's discover which haircut will become your signature look. Here's the truth about haircuts after 60. Your hair has changed. It's likely thinner, drier, and has different texture than it did 20 years ago. Fighting these changes with styles meant for younger, thicker hair makes you look older, not younger. The secret is choosing cuts specifically designed for mature hair that create the illusion of volume, frame your face beautifully, and require realistic maintenance. These 7 cuts have been tested on real women over 60. They're not theoretical or based on celebrities with professional styling teams. These are practical styles that work in real life with real budgets. Each one takes years off your appearance by working with your hair's current reality instead of against it. Let's get into what actually delivers that youthful, fresh look we're all after. Haircut 1: The Modern Pixie. The Modern Pixie is completely different from the severe shortcuts of the past. This version has soft, textured layers that create volume and movement. It's longer on top with slightly shorter sides, giving you styling versatility while keeping maintenance manageable. The key is the texture, which adds life to thinning hair. Ask your stylist for a pixie with at least 3 inches of length on top and textured layers throughout. The front should be long enough to sweep to the side or forward. Avoid blunt cuts or anything too structured. You want soft, piecewise layers that move naturally. This cut works especially well if your hair is thinning on top, because the layers create the illusion of fullness. Styling takes 5 minutes maximum. Apply a lightweight mousse to damp hair, rough dry with your fingers, and you're done. The texture does the work for you. This is the ultimate wash-and-go style that looks intentional rather than neglected. You'll need trims every 6 to 8 weeks to maintain the shape, but daily styling is minimal. The Modern Pixie works beautifully with glasses, which many of us wear. It doesn't compete with frames or create too much visual bulk around your face. The softness of the cut balances the structure of glasses perfectly. Cost-wise, this is economical because it uses less product and requires simple styling. Haircut 2: The Shoulder-Length Lob. The lob, or long bob, hits right at the shoulders and has become the most versatile cut for mature women. It's long enough to feel feminine but short enough to have body and movement. The length is strategic because it sits at the exact point where hair naturally has the most volume. Request a lob with subtle layers starting at chin level. The layers should be long and blended, not choppy. You want enough layering to create movement but not so much that you lose density. Ask for a slight angle where the front is half an inch longer than the back. This creates face framing shape without being obvious. This cut works with every face shape and adapts to different styling preferences. Wear it straight for a polished look or add waves for softness. The length is perfect for tucking behind ears, pulling into a low ponytail, or leaving down. That versatility matters when you want options without commitment to a single style. The lob grows out gracefully, which saves money on frequent trims. You can go 10 to 12 weeks between cuts and still look polished. Styling requires maybe 10 minutes with a blow dryer and round brush, or air dry for a more relaxed look. It's the perfect balance of style and practicality for women who want to look put together without high maintenance. Haircut 3: The Layered Shag. The shag has made a major comeback, and the modern version is perfect for mature hair. This isn't the heavy, dated shag from the 70s. Today's shag features feathery layers that create volume and movement while maintaining sophistication. It's especially transformative for fine or thinning hair. Tell your stylist you want a modern shag with layers throughout and face framing pieces. The layers should be heavily textured using point cutting or razor techniques. Request shorter layers on top for lift and longer layers toward the bottom for fullness. The key is creating dimension through varied lengths rather than one solid length. This cut adds instant volume because the layers literally lift away from your head. You're creating space and air between sections of hair, which makes even thin hair look fuller. The face framing layers draw attention to your eyes and cheekbones while softening the jawline. It's incredibly flattering and takes years off your appearance. Styling is straightforward. Apply volumizing product to roots. Blow dry with your head flipped upside down for the first few minutes, then finish normally. The cut does most of the work. You can also air dry for a relaxed, beachy texture. This style embraces natural texture rather than requiring you to fight it with excessive styling. Haircut for the textured bob. The textured bob sits between chin and shoulder length with substantial layering that creates movement and body. Unlike the classic blunt bob, this version has dimension and life. It's professional enough for any occasion but young and fresh in appearance. Ask for a bob with internal layers and textured ends. The length should fall somewhere between your chin and shoulders depending on your neck length and face shape. Request point cut or razor cut ends rather than blunt cutting. This creates soft, lived-in texture instead of a harsh line. Add subtle face framing layers that start at cheekbone level. The textured bob works particularly well for women with round or square face shapes because the angles create lengthening effects. The movement from the layers draws the eye vertically rather than horizontally, creating a slimming appearance. It's also excellent for thick hair because the internal layers remove bulk without sacrificing fullness. Maintenance is reasonable with trims needed every 8 to 10 weeks. Daily styling takes about 15 minutes with a blow dryer and large round brush. The texture means you don't need perfect smoothness. Slightly imperfect styling actually looks better with this cut. That's refreshing when you want polished results without salon-level precision. Haircut 5. The asymmetrical cut. This is the cut stylists don't always suggest because it's bold and requires confidence. But it's also incredibly youthful and modern. An asymmetrical cut features one side slightly longer than the other, creating visual interest and contemporary edge. It's unexpected at our age, which is exactly why it works. Request an asymmetrical bob or lob where one side is 1 to 2 inches longer than the other. Keep the difference subtle rather than dramatic. Add layers throughout for texture and movement. The longer side should fall forward slightly, creating that modern, edgy look without being costume-like. This cut draws attention and compliments precisely because it's unexpected. People notice it in a positive way. It shows confidence and willingness to embrace current trends rather than staying stuck in outdated styles. The asymmetry also creates the illusion of thicker hair because the eye focuses on the interesting shape rather than hair density. Styling is simple because the cut creates the visual interest. Blow dry smooth or add slight waves. The asymmetry does the heavy lifting. This style needs trims every 6 to 8 weeks to maintain the precise shape, but daily maintenance is minimal. It's the perfect choice for women ready to make a statement without going too extreme. Quick pause here, beautiful. If you're discovering cuts you didn't know would work for you, hit that like button right now. It helps other women over 60 find this information. Drop a comment telling me which haircut you're most excited to try. I read every single comment and love hearing from you. Alright, let's talk about the final 2 cuts that complete this transformation toolkit. Haircut 6. The graduated bob. The graduated bob is shorter in the back and longer in the front, creating a gentle angle that's incredibly flattering. This cut adds height at the crown where many of us experience thinning, while providing length and softness around the face. It's one of the most universally flattering styles for mature women. Tell your stylist you want a graduated bob with the back sitting at about ear level, and the front reaching chin length or slightly longer. The graduation should be smooth and gradual, not dramatic. Request layers throughout to add movement and prevent the back from looking too heavy or blunt. Keep the front pieces slightly longer to frame your face. This cut is magical for fine hair because the shorter back creates automatic volume. You're literally removing weight, which allows hair to lift at the roots. The longer front maintains femininity and provides styling options. You can tuck it behind your ears for a neat look or leave it forward for softness and face framing. Maintenance is moderate with trims needed every 6 to 8 weeks to maintain the graduation. Styling takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Blow dry the back first using a round brush to create lift, then smooth the longer front sections. The cut naturally wants to sit in the right position, making styling easier than you'd expect. Haircut 7. The soft crop. The soft crop is an ultra-short cut with maximum texture and softness. It's different from a pixie because it's shorter overall but more textured and piecewise. This cut is liberating and youthful, perfect for women ready to embrace short hair with confidence. It's also the most economical option because it requires minimal product and quick styling. Ask for a short crop with heavy texturing throughout. The length should be about 1 to 2 inches all over with slightly more length on top. Request that your stylist use thinning shears or point cutting to create soft, feathered edges rather than blunt lines. The key is creating texture and movement in short hair. This cut is incredibly low maintenance, which is why it's budget-friendly long-term. You'll need trims every 4 to 6 weeks, but daily styling takes literally 2 minutes. Apply a tiny amount of styling cream or paste, run your fingers through your hair, and you're done. The texture creates the style automatically. The soft crop works exceptionally well with strong facial features. It draws attention to your eyes, cheekbones, and smile. It also showcases earrings and necklaces beautifully. Many women report feeling more confident and youthful with this cut because it's bold and modern. It says you're not trying to hang on to youth through long hair, but embracing your current beauty with style. Now that you know the 7 options, how do you choose? Consider your lifestyle first. How much time do you realistically want to spend on hair daily? Be honest. A cut that requires 30 minutes of styling won't work if you only have 10 minutes in your morning routine. Think about your hair texture and density. Fine, thin hair benefits from shorter cuts with layers that create volume. Thicker hair can handle more length and weight. Consult with your stylist about what works with your specific hair, rather than forcing a style that fights your natural texture. Consider your face shape but don't let it limit you too much. These cuts are versatile and can be adapted. A good stylist adjusts each cut to flatter your specific features. Bring reference photos showing angles you like, but be open to modifications that suit your unique attributes. Budget matters too. Shorter cuts require more frequent trims, but less daily product and styling time. Longer cuts can go longer between trims, but might need more daily investment. Choose what fits your financial reality along with your style preferences. There's no wrong answer, just what works for your life. Communicating with your stylist is crucial for getting the cut you want. Bring photos showing multiple angles of the style. Pictures communicate better than words. Show your stylist at least 3 to 5 examples of the cut from different perspectives. Be clear about your styling abilities and time constraints. Tell your stylist exactly how much time you'll realistically spend on hair daily and what tools you own. This helps them create a cut that works with your actual routine, not an idealized version. Discuss your hair's specific challenges. If you have thinning on top, cowlicks, or areas that won't cooperate, mention them up front. A good stylist works with these realities rather than pretending they don't exist. Honesty leads to better results. Ask for a styling demonstration before you leave the salon. Have your stylist show you exactly how to recreate the look at home. Ask questions about products and techniques. Take notes or even video the process if your stylist allows. This information helps you maintain the look between appointments. The right haircut is transformative at any age, but especially after 60 when many of us feel invisible or stuck in outdated styles. These 7 cuts prove that youthful, fresh looks are absolutely achievable with mature hair. You're not settling or making do. You're choosing styles specifically designed for this stage of life. Your hair is an accessory you wear every single day. It frames your face in every photo and every mirror. Choosing a cut that makes you feel confident and beautiful impacts how you show up in the world. That's not vanity, that's self-care and self-respect. Don't be afraid to try something new. Hair grows back. The worst that happens is you learn what doesn't work for you, which is valuable information. But the best that happens is you discover a style that makes you feel like the best version of yourself. That confidence is worth any risk. Before you book that salon appointment, make sure you're subscribed to Ageless Beauty. We share practical style and beauty tips for women over 60 every single week. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our budget-friendly advice. If this video helped you see new possibilities for your hair, smash that like button and share it with your friends who need this information. Comment below with which cut you're trying first. I love hearing your plans and your results. Thank you for spending this time with me today, beautiful. Now go book that appointment and get the haircut that makes you feel amazing. You deserve to love what you see in the mirror. I'll see you in the next video. Stay fabulous.